All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Brett. Demo Day with Splat, where Brett shows you how bad he is at coding, whatever you want to call it. Sweet. So yeah, what am I doing today? I am going to work on distributed exchange. What's it called? Decentralized exchange. That's what it is. DEX. Decentralized exchange. Trading in Superalgos, and going to update my governance profile for you all, so you can follow along at home and see what works, how to do it. Every month, the beginning of the month, the tokens are distributed for the work that everybody did over the past month. So you go to medium.com, look for Superalgos. How do I get there? Superalgos. And you click on governance, takes you to this page, and you can see all the proof of value blog posts that everybody has made to just kind of highlight what they've done, what their team has done. Supposed to be a team mentality, but there are lots of people who kind of go off and do their own thing, like me, or you're involved in a lot of different parts of the project, like me. And so you kind of are your own team, and mine isn't showing up on the page here. But I guess this shows it. So if you kind of look down here, I just to highlight what one of these proof of value things is, just kind of highlight, I do some Twitter things, I help out on Reddit, and then I do these Twitch streams and re-upload everything to YouTube, and then I also code, and unfortunately I don't get a whole lot of free time, so everything is just kind of progressing slowly, unfortunately, or fortunately, either way. But one of the major things that got updated recently in Superalgos a couple of weeks ago is that there are now submodules, which are always really fun to work with. They make a lot of sense until you actually start using them. It's very difficult to well, I should just say it adds complexity to the project. Good idea in theory, but it always ends up being a lot more work, from my experience and from stories that I've heard other people tell. So if you follow through the chat in Telegram and things like that, there's a lot of people having issues keeping their fork up to date and their local code base up to date and making it functional and whatever. Oh, and I guess I should say, first of all, welcome to this week's beer, Blitzen's Secret Stash from Levante Brewing. It's an Imperial Mocha Stout, and it's really good. Actually took the time to drive out there. When was it? It was last week. I was really in the mood for some stouts, and they had a bunch of them that they had just released. And so I have like 5 or 6 stouts in my fridge now, all from Levante Brewing, and they're all pretty good. This one has brewed with burlap and bean Peruvian, Papua New Guinea, espresso blend, coffee, cocoa powder, and vanilla. sorry, the way that the way they had the lines broken up there, I wasn't sure where they were going with that. But yeah, it's coffee and chocolate, and I'm really glad I didn't just spill it all over my keyboard. But cheers. This one I actually found in their fridge when I got there. They didn't have it online for sale. And oh, a collaborative creation with Burlap and Bean Coffee. So Burlap and Bean is the name of a coffee roaster, I guess. Peruvian and Papua New Guinea espresso blend coffee. Cool. I'm a big fan of espresso. Enjoy making espresso for myself here at home. And I am a big fan of coffee stouts, more than chocolate stouts, but I do enjoy chocolate stouts also. All right, so where was I? Everybody needs to update their code base, and there is a script, or there are some lines that were added to the node setup command, which I guess if you're on master, you don't really see this. You need to change to develop. I'm also not a fan that there's a separate develop branch that is essentially master, or what would normally be master. So in the setup code, pump that 2 for you. Where is it? Here, install node modules to the main Superalgos directory. It also tries to fork all these sub modules, all these sub repositories over to your account, and then clone those and set the modules, the local references to be your forks. And I personally am not a big fan of the way that this is doing it. I see why it did this, because there currently is a lot of non-technical, non-developer people, people who are not familiar with GitHub and coding, contributing to the main project, and especially people who are non-technical, who are trying to add their profiles, because all the profiles are kept in GitHub. So this is trying to make it easy for people to participate in keeping their, I'm trying to get my mic set up here. Keep their stuff all up to date and in sync, and I would like to come up with a better way of doing this, but right now I don't have a real good idea of what I would do better, or what it needs to be better. So let's see, do I have a let me give this a try, because I wanted to. You see that? You can see that. If I do that, you can see my mouse, and then you can see kind of where I'm clicking. Cool. I guess that kind of works. And then, shoot, what was the other one? No. There's a power tool. Now you get to see everything. Oh, there's it. Let's update everything. Live. Do it live. Anyway, while we're doing this, Superalgos, why is this? CD, Circ, GitHub, Superalgos. Full upstream develop. Might as well just do the full screen share. This is a little difficult to read. Change the settings here on the fly for you. Bump it up to 12. What's the thing I was looking for? Video conference mute, no. Color picker, awake, always on top. No. I had a run, no. Mouse utilities, this is it. Mouse highlighter, Windows Shift H. Oh, okay. Windows Shift H. Is that it? No. Windows Shift H. There. See that? Oh, cool, you can. All right. Leave that on so you can see better when I click on something. Oh. Let's change settings, appearance, change to 12. Okay. Apply. Boom. All right. That makes that a little bit easier to see. What do I want to do first? So I don't want to fork everything. So if I get what are my submodules looking like right now? Get modules. So you can see everything right now is pointing to Superalgos. I think one thing that I do need to clone or fork is this governance plugins. Fork self. All right, so I want to copy that. I get sub. Just to hit submodule init remote recursive. No. What do I want to do? I want to. Okay. So in plugins, if I go into governance, get status, get remote -v, set origin upstream. Okay. Did I run node setup on this before? The algorithmic remote -v. All right, I might have to fix some of this. Or maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Oh, wait, that's right. Because it doesn't have anything in here. the git submodule update remote first. Do it now. Git submodule init. Okay. Git submodule update remote recursive. All right, so that's what we need to do. Once you pull the main develop branch, you're up to date. You can get submodule init to get everything kicked off, and then get submodule update remote recursive, and it pulls everything down. These things get added in with well, if you do an update, it checks out new. I guess it points it to new commits on those new branches or on the submodules. I haven't used submodules in several years, so everything's a little bit fuzzy with me. Let's go back to plugins and governance, get status, and get remote -v. Okay, so there we are using the remote governance plugins. I'm going to get remote add. Gonna add mine. Oh, of course, it was copying and pasting all kinds of stuff. So I want that. I paste it. All right. Now I think we can npm CI to make sure all of our plugins are up to date. Takes a couple minutes to install everything because there's something like 26,000 dependencies between all the dependencies and the dependencies of the dependency. All right. Now I can node run node platform. Node platform min memo browser. And now I can load up my screen here. I'll jump back to just the browser share for you to cut out some of the noise. And we want to stop. Want to pull up the token distribution Superalgos. And it looks like there's a lot more profiles than the last time that I loaded this. Many more people have joined the project over the last month. There we go. See, it is loading blockchain balances for everybody. And now I have to find myself. So the easy thing, if you forgot, is you can search for your profile name or somebody's profile name and go to the plugin file. It should take you right to it. I guess it helps to be zoomed in. Ah, shoot. All right, so I want to, one thing to make these space out from each other is to extend them all. And I thought that these were, there I am, splat. All right, so now I can shrink these back down. So the first thing I always like to do is, whoops, I didn't mean to turn that small. By the way, also, if you see, oh, you can't see it anymore. I forgot that I lose that in this window. Can't see my overlay. All right, I'll just do full screen again. There you go. Cut out all the noise. So if you see the yellow, that's my left click. If you see blue, that's my right click. What was I doing? First, I go to my plugin file and I turn on enable saving with the workspace. So now I can also click save. I go back to my profile and I want to delete that. Delete that. Want to delete that. Financial programs. I'm gonna leave those. I don't think we need to do anything with the. I guess one thing I could do is I don't need 1,000,000 tokens going to the voting claims. So let me drop this. I don't even have a. Make this 25. What do we going to post a Telegram? Oops. Wrong link. Am I? So used to working on a Mac, hitting the wrong buttons. All right, there. So now we'll know I'm looking for. There. Back to this. Liquidity program. These are, excuse me. If you have added money into the liquidity pool in PancakeSwap, and there's one up on BuySwap, but nobody has programmed in how to check everybody's balances there. But if you put money in there, you will get some bonus here for providing liquidity. That's what these are. You don't assign any token power. I think you have to do one just to kind of activate it, but you don't actually assign any token power over to that. So let's minimize that. The financial programs include a staking program and these delegation programs. The delegation program you don't need to worry about. This is if you have a lot of tokens and somebody on your team, like if you're a team lead, somebody on your team is brand new and doesn't have any tokens, so they can't vote. This allows you to delegate some of your token power to them so that they can claim some of their work, and they can, I mean, I guess at this point they shouldn't really be voting on anything or voting for other people's claims. But, so yeah, I guess it's mainly for the claims, so that if they have 0 tokens, but they need to claim 5,000 tokens worth of work, you can delegate them 5,000 tokens, essentially, without actually transferring them live 5,000 tokens. So that's, for most people, you don't need to worry about that. Kind of worthless. Not worthless, but for most people, it's not worth worrying about. The staking program, I don't remember exactly, open documentation, what this is for. Allows Superalgos to compensate token holders for the sake of holding tokens. May be valuable contribution and maybe incentivized at any point. So you can see that there is some interesting math that goes into it. And you can see that if I'm giving 500,000 token power to it, I only get about 2,000 tokens out of it, which is not really that interesting. It would be nice if there was more value in holding and not selling your tokens. Or more value in other people buying the token, but that is for another time. So what we need to do is I need to find the pools. We need to vote on these pools. Do not distribute pool class. What is this? They're for future. Teams work. Team positions, governance, building. Okay. Do I not have the latest update? I should have the latest update. Okay. I think it's probably up to date. Let's look at Luis. Where's Julian? Here's Luis. User apps. Wow, he's got so many new things that I do not have. User storage. Oh, is that all for the social trading? Social personas. Those are social trading, P2P network nodes. That's all part of the P2P network, permission, P2P networks, token power switch, your bots, your apps, server apps, mobile apps, desktop apps. I think he has his all set up for the P2P network stuff. So his may not be the best to look at. Let's look at who's usually up to date. Phil. P-Love. Where are you, P-Love? Harold BM is usually up to date. Claims program marketing team. Maybe he's not fully up to date. Wait, switch votes. Yeah, so he's still on Teams December 2021. But I think this is basically what I need to do. Teams. Let me double check if I should be working on. What am I clicking on here? Boom. Ba, 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 ba. He only merged it into develop. So no, that's the latest workspace. Develop. All right. So what I want to do, let's close out there, is my votes. I want to add a vote switch. I want to add, no, wait. I want to add a weighted vote switch. I want to pin it. I want to save the node to be moved. I want to come down here and I want to move my node here. And this one, move it out of the way. I think I want to link it to the pools. Let's unpin, unpin, Come back over here. Add missing. All missing votes. So the do not distribute, I'm going to set to percentage 0. I think I need to quote it. Can I? Yes. Let's do that. All right, so that's proper JSON. And I'm just going to leave everything here. Because I don't feel like trying to figure out what I should be voting for everything. But I have delegated 462,000 tokens. I guess I can do less than that. So the community building programs, let's see. Fix these so I can kind of see. I'll go through these a little bit finer grain. Because I don't want to be delegating a ton to these governance programs. Let's change this. Actually, let me just, whatever. Let me just change it to 0. I don't want to do any of these governance programs. Basically shrink that. So all of my weight is going toward the teamwork. I think that makes sense. I don't know what team position pools. I don't see anything added onto that. But basically that's what we're supposed to be voting for today. These pools. And I don't know why I don't see more pools. So that is that. As far as I can tell, that is the weighted pools voting. So we save the workspace. We make sure up here that our plugin says saved. We can close out of that. Close out of this. We can check in here. We need to go to our plugins, governance, hit checkout, develop. From there, you see my user profile. I didn't have it a develop branch that it was supposed to. Let me load this up again. All right, so I want to good platform. There's an echo on my mic. Uh-oh. That's not good. Maybe if I unplug it and plug it back in again. Set it to that microphone. Now I unplug. I try, plug it back in. Now, see if we set it back. Actual microphone. Oh, it's completely gone now. Nice. All right. Well, we're gonna have to not do the fancy mic tonight because I guess I ruined that. Ba, 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 ba. Anyway, I was trying to find if the pools and more teamwork added to. So that's where we are right now. And hopefully next time I won't mess up the audio. Middle of the stream. So anyway, I have my profile updated. I can close out of this here. So if I go to plugins, governance again, get status, get this microphone. That's not doing anything for me right now. Cool. Want to the update profile, get add profile flat. It's profile, find my key key. Um, Copy, paste, hit push. Set the upstream to fine. Now when I come here, I can push Ella pull request. There you go. So profile updated. Now, a couple minutes on my DEX code. And what I'm working on right now, you have this. Hey. Um, no problem. I shouldn't have unplugged and replugged in everything. But what was probably happening, and I've noticed it happens a lot, go between the two computers. Um, the USB cache gets a little messed up, and sometimes, excuse me, trying to not burp very loudly. Um, when I have this USB dock that I change between Mac, work, desktop. But apparently there's like a USB cache. When it gets full or messed up, a lot of times I'll see that my video camera gets very blurry, won't actually become in very sharp. And maybe what was happening, or what I thought might have been happening, is that this time, instead of the camera being a problem, you said I was echoing, and the mic that was being a problem was having that USB cache issue. And the only way to fix it, or the easiest way to fix it, I guess, is to unplug for a couple of seconds, replug it in. But of course, middle of streaming, usually doing something like that messes everything up, and that's what happened. Um, well, anyway, let's talk about this DEX streaming, DEX trading. What I was working on, what I've already merged in, can't remember if I showed this in, but I modified these crypto exchanges. So you have add centralized exchanges, which is the normal exchanges that you get from CEX. Um, but then you have decentralized exchange, or these DEX. You can see you have a little bit different of a setup here. I have swap pairs, or kind of like the market. Why I'm wearing. Game change. Um, maybe I'm playing as much as I. Of course, now audio. Do it live, everybody. Do it live. Green screen. Oh, boom. So anyway, no, I'm not screaming. Sounds a lot better to me. More comfortable having. Um, so when you add a new decentralized exchange, you get small pairs, be like Superalgos token and Wrap B. And you have your DeFi wallet. Um, the idea here is that you would, this is what I'm still kind of working. How do I connect my wallet? If I already have an existing wallet, or if I want to create a brand new one, what's that workflow going to look like, and how is it going to look in the workspace here? What I was thinking was, like if I wanted to import my wallet, I would add my 12-word mnemonic phrase, and then I would click a button here, possibly on the DeFi import wallet from mnemonic. Um, Another thing I could do, add a private key. Put my private key in here. Click import from. I guess another thing that I was thinking is then I could say, click a button, create brand new wallet, which would then output the private key and possibly both the mnemonic time. And then after that, it could possibly work same as your regular wallet in an app or up here on your browser. You could then see all the tokens that you have and what your balance. Then you could add your swap pairs down here, referencing tokens that are in the wallet. That's the thought. What I started kind of working through and brainstorming is I have a create new wallet function, import wallet from mnemonic function, import from the private key. But I'm not 100% sure I need all. But these are working on the UI side. So these are working locally in the browser. And what they will do is send a request to the backend, do some stuff, return the wallet address. Yes. And potentially that wallet address would go here on the wallet at a config node. The way it works, governance is make a profile creator code, then gives you your wallet address. Easy for me to then gives you your wallet address. Um, well, hello. Easy. So I want to mimic function. But I think I want it to be slightly. refresh. So you're starting fresh. Profile can build profile, but they do have and a wallet. Wallet Connect is in. That is definitely probably the best way. So I may want to just do that from the get-go. Only allow Wallet Connect. So if you wanted to do wallet, not sure of it. Once you trading, how would the backend still have reference? You're using Wallet Connect. I don't know. That's all in. But what I was thinking of is doing something similar to build profile with new wallet, build profile with Sonic. So if and Sonic. Excuse me, man, I am ready for bed. Alright, so do this. If I do this with no mnemonic added, I click file, get my profile, so aha, so it puts private key. Well, I was thinking the private key would go to that sub address, go up, wallet. So my idea was essentially there would be a big here that would show your address, and then the private key would get what's from new. Your private key would out into have it here, you were importing from mnemonic, you would type it in here, click your button here, and then after you import your address big. Hopefully you would save it, because if you messed it up, there's no undo. Save after you mess it up. Because you can't. But anyway, I was thinking. So back, all of this. Get this. Their platform. What? Uh, HTTP interface. I think this is yeah. When you make the call to backend unrecord response is the callback. Here, started working on. Uh, Need to follow. I'm setting this up how I did. Uh, New wallet, import wallet on it. I should. Uh, Could have to make some. So the ether. This is where the bot. I was importing from mnemonic. Tags are only when trading or, excuse me, getting the balance up. So check balance, something that call it. So importing from mnemonic is relatively the wallet. One of the other wallet.address. So I can return wallet.address. Say because the other token contract, ethers, the because that's the chain. But token contract in this BTC or BUSD. Hmm. So I guess one way would be to look through how to see what tokens you have in your. That's going to be basically on with content. Uh, content. I slightly different. This would be run by another piece of code. That's why I still have it. I don't fully intend on this being for the gist of what I wanted to do. And then the other part of recording from private key. Start. Ah, okay. Interesting. All right. I need to remember that when all it can. Not looking. Create random is how to make it. Okay. Wallet private key. Wallet from Mnemonic. Wallet. Okay. So I want to return the wallet. Object. I guess that's a callback. Whoops. And then from there, I'm hoping that I can go wallet.address here. So I guess I'd probably just move the mnemonic. Not very safe and secure. Maybe it will be in the future. There we should get it. All right. At least I've got somewhere to go. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Tired. So that's it for me. Hope everybody enjoyed learning about Levante brewing bash. It was delicious on my part. Hope everybody learned how to set up their profile correctly. Learn how to read the proof of value reports that out or all the teams put out at the beginning of each month. And I hope you learned a little bit about how to deal with the new plugins. Not all time. Check out Superalgos if you are brand new on Telegram. Excuse me. Join us in Telegram, ask questions, get help. Discord also. There's a Facebook group. There's a Twitter handle that you can follow. There is a subreddit that you can join that I guess I'm the only person who posts in it, but I try to keep it up to date with everything going on. What else? There, I guess all the social. I don't know. I'm out of ideas. I'll have this video up. I'll make some clips out of it, cut out all the junk of where I'm playing around with the microphones. And then I'll have this uploaded to YouTube tomorrow, probably. And that's it for me. Catch you on the flippy floppy. Good night.